Hello, everybody, and welcome to From the Mezzanine, the Broadway podcast for the Broadway fans. I am your host, Lindsay Stone, and I am sitting with a lovely little lady. To my right-hand side, it is Bryn.
Hi, everybody.
I was going to say her whole name.
Oh, sorry, I cut you off.
It is Broadway Bestie Bryn Harvey Raymond. She's here.
I'm here.
Because we had a big week.
We did have a big week.
My heart's aflutter.
It's crazy.
We saw a little musicale that has been top of my list for weeks, for months.
Yeah.
I have been desperate to see Chess.
Eek!
And we finally did. Where to begin?
I know, it's so crazy. I can't believe we finally saw it. I feel like we've been waiting for so long. Lindsay for Aaron Tveit, me for Lea Michele.
Yes. And I was very, very impressed by Lea's performance. Let's start with how we got the tickets. It's always like a good place to start.
I honestly thought that it was going to be one of those shows that to get affordable tickets, I would have to get there at like 4 a.m. and sit on the sidewalk. And
that was her plan. She was like,
plan.
I'm going to go at 4 a.m.
That was my plan. And then the other day I was in the area at like 10:30 and I was like, let me just ask.
Well, let's preface this by saying we have been trying to figure out how we can get into the Imperial Theater because we've both been so booked, not had time to see this show, and it has been eating me personally alive, seeing everybody else get to go and see Aaron Tveit. And mind you, like, this man, he could look so handsome wearing a potato sack, but in Chess, I was seeing the Ray-Ban videos. I was seeing him doing his little dancey dance at the curtain in his black suit. Like, I have been struggling seeing this on my feed and not witnessing it for myself. So it was kind of like an act of desperation.
Totally. And it was also the last day we could go for a while. Like,
exactly.
We both knew we didn't have a free day
for like
for
the
a long
next
time.
Week.
Honestly, more than that. Like, it was going to be a while. And I also was very cognizant of, one, fearing that when it like officially opens, it'll get even harder. And two, all the talk about the striking, I was like, what if it just strikes and never comes back? Like, obviously that's me catastrophizing, but still. Yeah. So I was like, let me just ask. And they were out of their normal rush tickets, but they had some rush upgrade for $79, which not that bad.
And Bryn, how often? The night before, we were at a very swanky opening night party for a little play called Art of Leaving. But we were like, she was like, how much would you pay? And when have I ever said that I would pay that much? I know, it's crazy. I said I would pay $100 or like 80. Yeah. I said I would pay 80, but I could pay more.
Exactly. And I think too, it's good that, you know, we didn't end up with $49 rush tickets that were terrible.
Where are
partial
they?
View. I don't know. I wonder if anyone who's listening has done the rush. Let us know. Maybe the boxes.
Yeah.
So I'm not quite sure where they would be. Maybe like closer in the orchestra partial view. Our tickets were separate, but they were pretty good. We were just on opposite sides of the orchestra on the side.
I was row L. She was row P.
Mine was marked partial view. I don't really know why.
Yeah, but mine was full view.
Yeah, the way I thought about it is I was like, it's a $30 difference between this and a normal rush ticket, but I just saved myself 6 hours in a rush line.
Oh, it was so worth that.
So worth it.
Without a doubt. And to just see it sooner. Otherwise, we would probably not be podcasting together because we would just be like, wish we were at Chess. Like, what could have been? But no, we made it happen. Thank God.
We made it happen.
Wow. Okay, so Bryn texts me. She got the rush tickets. Excellent. Oh my gosh. I was so excited. I got all dressed up for my man, Aaron. And we got there and the show was very much so what I expected. I love the Broadway Bestie who commented last week. I really hope that Chess is not your Floyd Collins of the season, meaning that like I have been so hyped for it and it would sorely disappoint me. It did not disappoint me at all. The highest point of Chess the musical, aside from Aaron Tveit in his underwear, is the music. The score is so good. And all I have heard of Chess was the teasers. Like, I'm not familiar with the older versions of Chess. I did research it for a previous episode of FTM whenever I was covering Mamma Mia and the history of that. I remember like diving into like, what is this Chess? And I love like the stories of flops, and I know it was previously a flop on Broadway, and then it grew into this like cult classic that like people love the music, but apparently the book was horrific, which is why they rewrote the book for this new Broadway revival. But that was my highest point, was these songs, once they are released on a cast album, they will immediately go into my Broadway playlist.
Totally. I think the music is obviously the high point. The only one I had listened to was One Night in Bangkok. I didn't listen to Leah's or Nicholas's songs that were released. Yeah, that and I thought the choreography was honestly very cool, and like I didn't expect it to be a show that had a lot of choreography. I thought it would kind of just be like the 3 leads and that's it. Like I don't know what I expected. But having that like ensemble dancing their butts off, I was like, okay, like love this.
And it was so unique. It was such a cool style of choreo that I have not seen before. Kind of like very Madonna Vogue-esque, like with the sharp movements, like kind of like Moulin Rouge in some of like the Vogue bits. But that's really all I can compare it to.
Yeah, I was so impressed with that ensemble, knowing that we're a week into previews, and there was not one of them. The choreography is very styled that if one of them is one beat off, you will see it so clearly, and not one of them was off at one point. And I was very impressed by that. I think, you know, it's not to me like the greatest revival of all time. There's not really costumes. The set is pretty minimal.
Although I did like the style of the costume.
Totally. Like Lea in her all black fit. Like she looked
amazing.
Gorgeous.
The wigs were really beautiful. Like that entire ensemble, all the ladies, I think, for the most part, were wearing wigs. Also, I think we should just give like a little bit of a synopsis.
Okay.
Because some of my Broadway besties may not know what Chess is about. So basically, it's kind of crazy. And it does go in and out of like reality and like breaking the fourth wall and then into this like 1950s world.
Which I didn't expect
of the Cold War.
Like I didn't expect there to be like a narrator breaking the fourth wall.
Right. Like think like Urinetown, how like the cop comes out and speaks directly to the audience. That's what's happening. And there are current references that he does that kind of like puts us back into modern day reality. And then we get drawn into the story of the Cold War and chess. So it's, like I said, about the Cold War, and apparently the Russians, a huge like propaganda ploy that they used during the Cold War was chess tournaments. And like I had no idea. And apparently the US was like aiding them to beat the US competitor of Freddie Trumper, who is played by Aaron Tveit, and then the Russian player Anatoly is played by Nicholas Christopher, and then Lea Michele starts out as Freddie's second, so like she's his coach, so to speak.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what it's about. It's about like these warring tensions, and then all within like this very high stakes chess tournament.
Do you know how to play chess?
No clue. Do you?
Yeah.
Oh, that would have been helpful.
But like not well. Like
yeah.
I learned as a kid. I couldn't like actually like I don't know strategy.
Yeah. And apparently there's so much strategy.
Yeah, it's crazy. But yeah, I didn't really know what the story was even about. And it is very like it's real, I assume. Like
yeah, but it's so obscure. And
it's so
they do say I don't know if we need to research how real it really is. Because I think the historical elements of the Cold War, I think that part is real. I'll be surprised if like the inner workings of the relationships are real. Kind of like the Titanic movie, like totally. Jack and Rose didn't exist, but like the circumstances were true.
Them like actually using chess as like a war tactic.
Yeah.
Is crazy.
It is crazy. And so the stakes are just so high. Like the KBG is like threatening to like murder Anatoly if he doesn't win the tournament. So it's just wild. But I gotta say, don't care so much for the plot line. What happens within the relationships of the lead characters is what's really fascinating to me. And I absolutely devoured the aesthetic of this musical. I loved the like the backing orchestrations, like the it sounded like Once Upon a December, like the do 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 do, like very dreamscapey. I loved that. I, of course, like I said, the score is just insane. Each of our amazing leads have multiple power solo ballads.
I think Hannah Cruz is amazing.
Hannah's fantastic.
Svetlana.
Yes.
And that song they wrote for this production. Her song.
Her
Svetlana
first song
has never had a song in past production. So her big solo song they wrote for her, which she has a phenomenal voice, and everything I've ever seen her do, I'm so impressed by her voice.
Yeah.
So that's really, like, that was nice to see her shine.
Yeah, she's so strong. And it's I thought I was going to have like such a weird feeling seeing like Lea Michele and Aaron Tveit in a relationship on stage. Beautiful chemistry.
There's not
extremely believable.
There's not a lot of like PDA or anything. So I feel like
they did like fully suck face. Yeah.
I need to go back. The more I think about it, the more I like it. And the more I think about it, the more I want to see it again.
It was definitely the sort of show for our like we get distracted, we like can't we're like looking at like a certain ensemble member rather than like listening to the dialogue being, you know, like there's a lot of distraction in a way, and it's also so historical and there's a lot happening to where, yes, going and seeing it one more time, we would probably understand and register so much more than what we saw.
I feel like first time was just so hyped up, like what are we going to see, what is going to happen, listening to the song. So I want to go back and like lock in.
The energy was extremely high in that theater, though.
Packed, sold out, for sure.
And there's something so
Vibes
cool, like when you go to the back of the theater and all the creatives are there, like the book writer was there, the set designer David Rockwell was there. They were all like, they're still making these changes.
One of them was standing at the back with his iPad out, like taking notes the whole time.
It's so exciting.
It's so cool.
And then even like after Lea Michele's first big number, like somebody stood up and like gave an ovation. Like I love it so much, and it met my expectations, thank God. The only thing that we're a little like about is the set is not all that.
There's the use of a lot of screens, and some of the screens I think add to the story, and some of the screens feel so unnecessary that they're just distracting with no purpose. Like if you're gonna have a screen on stage, make it pull my eyes in a way that there's gonna be benefit to the story, but don't pull my eyes in a useless way. Like, why am I looking at a screen that's not adding anything instead of looking at the actor on stage? Do you know what I mean?
I, of course, know what you mean. And everybody is having this issue with the screens. It just seems like they're phoning it in terms of set. It's a place that maybe they can save some costs without building a huge track and all this. It's just, it seems so lazy in a lot of ways.
They obviously have a very high payroll. Exactly. With their actors, so maybe that is true. But I just think, like, obviously neither of us were the biggest fans of Sunset Boulevard, but I do think the way they used screens in that show was very smart.
Very cool.
I saw a picture of Dorian Gray. The way they used screens in that show, very cool. Like, made sense for the plot. This one,
yeah, I like specifically there's a moment when like Aaron is singing Pity the Child, and there's like childhood photos of, air quotes, Aaron playing chess when he was like 5, and it looks nothing like him. It's so distracting. It's like we in our heads can imagine what he looked like as a little boy. He even like kind of acts like a little boy when he's like, he's a maniac in this musical, guys. Okay, we'll get to that. But like, in those moments, it's just like, that's Aaron Tveit on stage. That's not him as a kid. It's
exactly. Just like, I don't need to look at fake baby photos.
Yeah. It's just like, that's not helping anything. No. Even, I mean, they could even bring out a child actor. That would be so cute.
Yeah.
I don't want to give away what happens, but like they make some choices that are similar to that, like that you wouldn't think would happen. So
yeah.
Okay, let's talk about like performance, and let's talk about Aaron. So guys,
at what point do you want me to cut you off?
Maybe like in 3 minutes because I told Bryn that we were going to talk about this for 10 minutes. We're already 15 minutes in. Okay, so guys, this is the musical for Aaron Tveit fans specifically, and I'm going to tell you exactly why. Everything that you want to see him do, everything that you've seen him do previously that you loved, he is doing in this. You loved him in Next to Normal when he was climbing around the house, swinging from ceiling to wherever. He does that. He does that in Chess. You will know when you see it. It's actually very early on, and I audibly went, okay, his hair looks so nice. His hair is so pretty. Especially because they have the screen where it like zooms in and he's like messing with his hair. And like I said, he's a maniac. And so it's really giving like crazy Roxanne energy from Moulin Rouge a lot, especially when he wears a trench coat that is very reminiscent of Roxanne. What else did I say? Okay, specifically, this doesn't have the new thing you're going to love is One Night in Bangkok. That was
One Night in Bangkok,
personally my favorite number. Obviously, he is in his underwear. He is in his underwear, and it was so crazy. Like,
don't spoil that.
I couldn't even process. I have to tell. I have to. It's okay. It's not spoiling.
It is on TikTok already.
It's so amazing. He is so hot and he sings so well. And I love him so much.
Lindsay's fiance is the editor and he's just going to listen to this later on his own and be like, well.
He's already heard it all.
What now?
I love my fiance way more than I love Aaron Tveit, if you can even believe that. But yeah, you guys, this is going, yup.
I think Aaron Tveit fans will get what they want out of this. And I am Lea Michele's biggest apologist in this world. Like, I do not stand for a moment of Lea Michele slander.
She's incredible in this.
And I got what I wanted.
She is amazing. I've never seen her sing on a stage. I've never seen her act. For some reason, I underestimated her. Hello, why? Miss Rachel Berry, how could I?
I know.
She was so beautiful.
She's so beautiful.
Yes.
Like, she's so pretty. There was one point, like, obviously looks don't matter, but there was one point.
After everything I just said, yeah,
she's on that stage and I was like, you have 2 children who are like young. Yeah. Like, you gave birth maybe a year ago. I was like, she's in this getup for most of like the show. First act, at least, like these black dress pants with heels and this like gorgeous plunging black, like kind of, it's probably like a corsety top sucks her in, whatever, not that she has anything to suck in, but she looks gorgeous.
She looks stunning, and it's only more magnified by the voice that comes out of her. Like, I don't think there's a note she can't hit. She is so strong vocally. But all's this to say, Nicholas Christopher does probably give the best performance in this.
Yes, and he is the person that I am hearing talked about the most in like discourse of people being impressed by him in the show. Lots of people saying he's going to win the Tony. Lots of talk about that.
He's a contender.
For sure.
Definitely a contender for the Tony. He would be leading, right?
I think so.
And his voice is just insane. He's so emotive. I really saw a lot of depth in his character because he's a Russian. He withholds a lot of feelings, but then he releases them in such like a believable way. He's just an amazing actor.
Yeah, he's amazing.
Really good. And he's funny too. Like, he delivers a lot of comedic lines. Like, he's very layered.
They all came out the stage door. Lea and Aaron just gave like a wave and then went back in.
Very nice. Thank you for even waving.
Thank you.
I appreciate that.
But Nicholas, like,
personable.
Was there for so long and signed and talked to everyone. He was so sweet.
Yes, he was so kind.
Which I'm not saying like people who don't stage door aren't nice and kind. I don't know if anyone who's listening saw the video of the fan at Waiting for Godot like try and attack Keanu Reeves and like try and get into his car. Like, it was crazy. So I'm like, I do not blame anyone for not wanting to be a part of that, but still,
yeah,
he was so
amazing.
Nice.
I mean, he's already starting his Tony campaign. Probably he's like, I'm gonna start early, as he should.
This is kind of like his first big original role. Do you know what I mean? I feel like a lot of what he's been known for has been like taking over and that kind of stuff. So
I also think is it his name? The Arbiter, the narrator, is a contender for a featured Tony nom.
Yes,
because he was
Pinkham.
very good.
I've seen him as the dentist in Little Shop.
But he was like
yeah,
the comedic relief. I think he could be nominated for featured.
I just wonder if
Usually
he'd
it's
be
not
supporting or if he would be lead.
No, he would not be lead.
Yeah, I guess the three of them would be lead. He'd be supporting.
Okay, I think
all this to say,
yeah,
Chess was amazing.
Yeah,
I saw Ragtime, and they are in two different classes for me. When we think about Tonys, knowing that they will be in all of the same categories, I think it'll be very hard to beat Ragtime in a lot of ways.
100%. I completely agree.
Yeah.
I have not seen Ragtime again yet, but I did love it so much. I'm just like having a hyperfixation moment with Chess. But I do hold space for Ragtime.
Yeah.
Closing statement. I think Lea should be nominated. I think Nicholas Christopher should be nominated. I am just so biased that like I want Aaron to be nominated, but for some reason I won't be surprised if he's not, even though his performance is so good. It's just, I feel like I can't make that judgment call. What do you think? Like he does play it really well.
Hard because it's literally October and maybe 2.
Don't worry about that. Just like if you think he'll be nominated.
If he is nominated, I wouldn't be like, oh my God, you don't deserve that. But if he isn't nominated, I wouldn't be like, what?
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't be absurdly shocked, but also he's really good.
He's really good.
He's really good.
So I think now that I'm trying to think about it more critically and not just like, oh my God, I love him, I think maybe he will be.
Yeah. My question to the crowd, is Cats the Jellicle Ball considered a revival of Cats or a new musical?
It can't possibly be a revival. It's a Broadway transfer. We'll see.
Yeah, but it's the same score, isn't it?
Yeah, but it was off Broadway.
Yeah, but like
it's like Ragtime, New York's. I mean, it's already a revival, but
then Ragtime's a revival.
Yeah. So no, it's just an off Broadway transfer.
So it's a new musical.
Yes. Oh, because Cats.
Yes.
Guys, cut the cameras. I'm so done. I have been thinking about it as this separate entity. Yeah, it must be a revival.
Yeah. So I'm just like, I mean, acting wise, it's all the same.
But yeah, it's Cats the Jellicle Ball. I don't know, what could we compare it to? I don't know.
That's the thing. It's like Sunset Boulevard was like a completely new production of Sunset Boulevard, but it was still considered a revival.
Yeah, but it didn't have a different name.
Yeah.
Asking the big questions.
Yeah.
Okay. Closing arguments for Chess. Go see it. And I can't wait to see it again. Also, must mention, we did see Exorcistic the Musical this week at Asylum NYC. Effing crazy. If you love like Scream parody movies, you'll know what I'm talking about, like those horror
this
movie
also
parodies.
Is a movie.
Well, yes.
So if you like this movie.
Well, yes, Exorcistic. But I don't know if there's a parody already been done of it.
Oh, no. But if you like this movie.
And you have like the most crass sense of humor ever, go and see this. Emma Hunton, you're a queen and I love you.
It's very like audience participation, engagement, small theater. Very fun.
Very crazy. And they have a diva every single night.
Yeah.
Which makes it even more fun. Let's get in to our Broadway grosses. Cha-ching. The Broadway Besties, y'all told me to stop it because last week I said, guys, do we really need to do the Broadway grosses again? I got a lot of comments saying, yes, we need to do it every single week.
I love the grosses.
Okay, good. Okay, here we go, everybody. Our numero uno is Alexander Hamilton. They're actually grossing a little less than last week just because it's not a holiday weekend. But they're, oh my God, grossing $3.7 million.
Insane.
Wicked grossed over $2 million last week, and The Lion King is number 3. So we have our typical top 3 back in action. Waiting for Gutta is $1.8 million at 4.
Here's my thought. I think Leslie Odom and the Wicked movie overlap by like a week.
I know. It's going to be interesting.
Do you think Hamilton will stay number 1?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because
I think so.
The Wicked hype has already begun, and there's almost a $2 million difference.
And it'll be like his last week. So yeah. Okay, I take that back. I'm stupid.
Art is 5, which is just wild. Mamma Mia is 6.
And Art is in a small theater.
I know.
What's the average ticket price?
Average ticket price is $200.
Wow.
Waiting for Gutta is $235.
Wow.
Average ticket. Mamma Mia average ticket is $136. Yeah. Still high.
But huge theater.
Huge theater. Okay, 7 is Death Becomes Her.
Good for them. They just had their 1-year anniversary too.
Yes. 8 is Just in Time. MJ is 9, which it has not been in the top 10 for a long time. It's just because of tourism. And 10 is Oh Mary with Jane Krakowski. But just outside of our top 10 is Baby Happy Ending.
Love that for them.
With 4 performances, last week Chess grossed $1.2 million.
Yes, I did see that. So that means that in an 8-show week,
it's gonna be
about $2.4 million.
Let's guess where it'll be ranked.
I think it'll be like 5th.
I mean, if it's $2.4 million, that would mean it grosses more than Wicked, so that's not gonna happen.
Yes, but I don't think that. I think that they probably made more money in their first preview than they will. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, usually shows like that, people pay more to go to.
You think it'll gross more than Wicked?
No, that's what I'm saying. So it won't actually double.
Okay. Gotcha.
So technically, if it was going at the same rate, it would be 2.4 million, but I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think it'll go at the same rate.
I think it'll be like 5.
Yeah, that's
I think
my
it'll
guess.
bump down Art, because why are so many people saying that?
I want to see it.
Our bottom grosses are... our lowest grossing musical is Chicago. We haven't seen that in a while. And then Operation Mincemeat and 6 are in our bottom.
That's interesting that Operation Mincemeat's so low, because I feel like they just extended again, didn't they?
I know, right? But they're filling the theater.
Yeah.
They're totally filling that little theater. But guess what? Beetlejuice had 67% capacity.
Yeah.
Wow.
What is Queen of Versailles looking like capacity wise?
Queen of Versailles had 91% capacity.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're not doing too poorly.
Beetlejuice is in a massive theater.
Yeah, Ragtime grossed just over $1 million, but they have 100% capacity.
Ragtime won't gross as much because it's in a not-for-profit theater.
Right. Okay, I think that's like pretty much everything. We will be tracking Chess to see where they fall. Let's get into our very exciting Broadway news. Oh my gosh, Bryn, why don't you just take the lead?
Am so excited. One of my absolute favorite Broadway women. I don't know. One of my absolute favorite Broadway performers is taking over for the role of Madelyn Ashton in Death Becomes Her.
Who?
And that is Betsy Wolfe. If you listened the last time I was on the podcast, I wanted Betsy Wolfe to be Mary Todd Lincoln and Oh Mary.
Right.
Which I didn't actually think would ever happen, but this is like
okay,
the perfect role for her.
It was such like an underhanded compliment.
No, but I said it last time. I don't know if she would like. Oh Mary is very much celebrity casting.
Yes, this is true.
Not Broadway celebrity casting. This is so perfect for her. She's going to be phenomenal. Her voice is unreal.
She's going to be so funny.
She's so funny. And she'll bring all the Broadway audiences back. Mm-hmm. Like everyone who's a theater fan will go back to see her. But it also is a show that doesn't need like a huge name.
No.
I would say she's like a comparable level name to Megan Hilty.
No, Megan Hilty's done a lot more TV.
That's fair. Yeah, that's fair. So
and like she was
not.
Glinda. Like Megan Hilty has like cult followers.
Yeah.
But Betsy
does too.
Yes, of course. But I do think Megan is like
maybe a little bit bigger of a name, but they don't need it anyway. They're doing very well. But Betsy.
She's just so hysterical. And I think she's going to reinvent the role and like take new liberties.
Totally.
And make it her own in a very fabulous way.
Totally. I'm very excited for her. I'm a little, I don't know. She's the kind of person who I thought would stick to more like originating a role, doing more things where it's like award eligible and those kinds of things. But this also tells us that Joy the Musical, Mop Girl Summer is not going anywhere anytime soon. Doesn't mean to say that it's never going anywhere ever. So we'll see. I am a little surprised. I kind of always thought she'd be someone to like originate a role in a show and be eligible for awards, et cetera, but this is kind of the perfect role for her, and I know she loves this show so much. So.
Oh, really? Like she's posted about loving it?
Yeah.
Oh, cute.
She's like been posting about how excited she is and how like she goes all the time and she can't wait. And yeah, it's really sweet.
I love it. Okay, so this does raise the question, who will be replacing, or will Jennifer Smart be even leaving? But if she were to leave, who should replace?
Okay. I feel like it's there's so many thoughts. Someone who just came to my mind. Okay, who's yours?
I would say Renee Elise Goldsberry would be
that's
perfect replacement. I also just need to see her in a comedic role on stage.
That's
desperately.
Fair. Anyone
from Girls Five Eva.
I was gonna say anyone from Girls Five Eva.
So funny, but I would love to see her be funny on stage.
Imagine Busy Phillips.
She cannot sing.
That would be so fun though. Okay, do you want to know mine?
Desperately.
Annalee Ashford.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
But like, okay, but I don't think she could do opposite Betsy Wolfe. Like, they are too similar. They're, as actresses, they are way too similar.
I think they could do it.
I think Annalee Ashford would be a great Madelyn Ashton. I don't know if she would be a very great, whatever the other one's name is. Jennifer Smart. It's literally just Jennifer Smart on stage.
What is her thing? What is her name?
It's Madelyn and Helen Sharp. Helen Sharp.
Okay.
Yeah, I wouldn't put them like
I think
against each other. But okay. Next story?
Yes.
Okay. Next up, we got some huge Wicked casting news. They said, oh my gosh, Wicked fans, you are going to quake. You are going to die when we tell you who we have cast for the Cowardly Lion in Wicked Part 2. Which, no, they actually said that. Like, John M2 was like, yeah, they were like, y'all are going to freak out when we tell you. And it was a big secret.
There must be more. Like, they must be expanding the role. Which I think they've said they are. Because to me, I'm like, why do I care that much? Like, aren't they in it for like 2 seconds?
Exactly. It's going to be Colma Domingo, which we love. I love Colma Domingo. He's amazing. Mm-hmm. He's a phenomenal actor. I don't know if I've ever heard him sing. I wonder if the Cowardly Lion is going to sing. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
But I'm curious why it's such a big deal. And it's so funny because they said that they were going to keep this as a big old secret. And then like that same day, like later on, Coleman just like posted on Instagram surrounded by lion squishmallows. Like, rawr, I'm the lion or something.
I think it's great casting.
It is.
I can't really think of anyone who I'd be like, why'd you cast them? Like,
or like, yes.
Yeah.
Thank God he's the cat. Like, I don't know who that would be.
There were rumors it was Lin-Manuel.
Because Lin wanted a cameo. Yeah. And they told him no. Because they didn't want it to just be chock full of cameos.
Yeah.
Can you imagine Lin as the Cowardly Lion? Rawr! I am the Cowardly Lion. You don't want to cross me. Rawr!
My biggest piece of Wicked media that came out this week was Baby Glinda.
Baby Glinda. So
like, I'm
cute.
so excited we get Baby Glinda.
The only casting we don't have yet that I think they're like really trying to keep secretive is who Dorothy is.
I was going to say Dorothy.
Yeah, but there's a lot of people think they know. I honestly don't care. It's like, Dorothy's not a big part of this. Cowardly Lion is really not a big part of this. And also, like, the Cowardly Lion never spoke when it was a little baby. So now it's all of a sudden going to be like, I'm scared.
Yeah, I guess we'll see.
I'm
excited.
See.
So soon.
Of course I'm excited. Hello. It is so soon. Literally in a month, we're going to have it. And our last piece of Broadway news, everybody, is that there's a Heather switcheroo happening.
Yes.
They are switching up the casting, and it's really messy. Like, it's hard to keep straight.
I need a calendar.
Basically, Lorna Courtney is leaving because, as I said last week, she's going to be in The Greatest Show over in the UK. So she's got to get over to Bristol because girl is booked.
The greatest show.
We light it up, we won't come down. down.
I'm so excited for that.
Very happy for her.
Yes, she's amazing. She's
amazing. But like, I'm kind of mad she's leaving Heather's, but it's fine. It's fine. It's for the betterment of her career. She's so good as Veronica. And the girl that is replacing her is named Kuhu Verma, who we met at the Art of Leaving opening night. And she was stunning. I wish I could ask her to sing Dead Girl Walking. She did say a funny little anecdote that I will share with the Broadway Besties. She said that she's like running on her treadmill and belting Dead Girl Walking. She actually said Dead Girl Walking isn't the hardest song that she sings. It's like the very first song, the opening song. It's a beautiful freaking day. So she's like just preparing herself for...
I need to go see this show.
Yeah, Bryn still has not seen it, which is insane.
Because I'm waiting for you.
I know. You're so sweet. We have to go see it ASAP. I'm so down. And we have to make it match up with all of these departures and leaves of the absent. So sticking to the facts, Lorna is playing her final performance December 8th. Kuhu Verma will be taking the role December 11th.
Yes. But Mackenzie Kurtz, who is Heather Chandler, is currently on a leave of absence
in Australia with Brent Comer. What a dream.
So crazy. So she will be back mid-November.
Yes, she will.
But we don't have a date.
No date.
So we will have about probably 2-3 weeks between Mackenzie's return and Lorna's departure, which that's my sweet spot. I really want to see them together.
Yes, we have to.
And then, so who's playing Heather Chandler in the meantime?
Jodie Steele, who originated the role on the West End.
So this is a big deal for Heather's fans.
It is, but not like, it's the West End. So like, I don't care.
Okay.
I don't know who Jodie Steele is. She's not the original
either, but
like Heather Chandler, just on the West End.
Yeah, fair. And then also on a leave of absence is Olivia Elise Hardy.
Yes.
Who is gone until early December.
Yes. Oh my gosh, you're so good at remembering dates. Yes, early December is when she will come back, but Heather Duke will in the meantime be played by Lea Michele, who I would love to see in this role because I really love all the content I've been seeing her on the socials.
Maybe we'll get about a week if she returns really early December before Lorna leaves. Carrie Butler is also on a leave right now doing Bat Boy.
Exactly. It's great. Like,
so she'll be back.
Heather's must have like the loosest contract ever. Like,
it's crazy.
You can come and go as you please. Don't worry. Go to Australia, girl.
My guess, honestly, is Carrie Butler knew about Bat Boy before and was like, I'm going to need this time off. And then I bet you there's something like medical or voice wise with like Mackenzie.
I know.
Olivia.
I really hope everything's okay with Mackenzie because that's a long leave.
Yeah. And she had like a few weeks ago taken like a couple shows off and she was like, my voice needs a break.
Yeah.
So I wonder if it's related to that because otherwise, like, why?
We all like
two weeks to go to Australia is one thing, but to be off for like 6 weeks and just like immediately be off, like not for it to be like, okay, like starting this date on this Tuesday, I'm taking a month-long leave. Like she's just immediately off.
I know, it's so crazy.
Yeah. And I bet you it's the same with Olivia. There's probably something going on.
It's so weird. I hope everything's okay, like at Heather's too. Like I hope they're being treated fairly. Like I'm just like, it definitely raises eyebrows. Like why are y'all taking these long leaves of absence?
Yeah.
Is everything okay?
I mean, I'm sure it is. Casey Likes is still there. Elizabeth Dieter is still there, but maybe
True
Casey
that.
Likes is the problem.
Casey Likes is definitely the problem. That's it.
Girls, are you being mistreated by Casey Likes?
Raise your hand if you've ever been publicly victimized by Casey Likes.
If you need support, reach out.
Oh no. What have we done?
Oh no. I mean,
we
Casey
love
Likes,
Casey
I love
Likes.
you.
We love you.
I can't wait to see you. We're
completely kidding. You're amazing as JD. And you seem like a great guy. Next.
I think that's it.
That's all, guys. That's all she wrote. We have a very big day ahead. We have a 2-show day.
A 2-show. I'm just looking at my list of shows I've seen to see if there's any major mentions I need to make.
Okay. We are seeing Liberation, the play on Broadway. And then we will be bopping over to Beau, which we have both heard so much about. My King Jeb Brown is in it. I cannot wait to hear that raspy voice again. He was in Dead Outlaw. And I am hearing the greatest things. It's going to be so fun. I'm so excited. And honestly, I think it's going to be like a good reprise from Liberation. Because Liberation, everybody's saying it's amazing. I'm sure it's good, but it seems a little serious. And then we're going going to bop over to like the honky tonk over at Bo and they're going to just sing in our face and get a little beer or something. I think it's like a bar.
I can't wait. I saw Liberation like second preview. So I'm excited to see if it's changed at all, see if anything new has happened. I finally saw Punch, which was amazing. I know Lindsay's talked about it. I also saw Dylan Mulvaney's show, which has now unfortunately closed, but was also amazing. And I also did see Saturday Church off Broadway, which was the Sia musical. And honestly, I was pretty impressed. I think if it makes a few changes and has a bit of a bigger budget, we could see it again.
Love it. Well, Broadway Besties, this has just been the thrill of a lifetime. Sitting down with you, sitting down with my best friend, talking about chess. Like, guys, we finally did it. We did it, Joe. We did it. We saw chess. Aaron Tveit has never looked sexier. Lea Michele has never sang beautifulier. And Nicholas Christopher, I always mess up his name. I want to call him Christopher Jackson. I want to call him Nicolas Cage. I want to call him everything but Nicholas Christopher. But say his name because he just might win the Tony Award.
I can't believe you've said that Lea Michele has never sound better because have you ever listened to a Glee version of a song?
Yes, I have. And I've just never like heard her live. She's never sounded better to me. She was amazing live.
That's fair.
Her voice is so clear.
She's perfect.
She's so
just
good.
Like that. Okay, I think that's a sign that we...
Do I love Freddie Trump or do I love Anatoly? I don't know. My name is Lea Michele.
She literally does not sound like that at all. And I think this is a sign that we're done for the day.
Okay, guys, thank you so much for listening to this episode of From the Mezzanine. Bryn, where can they find ya?
I'm on Instagram and TikTok, just at Bryn Harvey Raymond.
And you can find all things From the Mezzanine at FromTheMezzanine.com or follow me on Instagram and TikTok at From the Mezzanine Broadway. And you can become my personal Broadway bestie over on the Patreon, or you can also access the Meet Me at the Stage Door bonus episodes on Spotify as well. $5.99 a month across the board. Why don't you come on over? The water's fine. I'll see you there. And we will see you next Tuesday.
Bye.